Wow, the NDP are so much more electable when they spend more time focusing on concrete solutions rather than patting themselves on the back and throwing creators under campaign buses. Take a listen to this.
And Mr. Singh, I want to ask you, would you cut the GST on anything else in order to make life more affordable?
Absolutely. In fact, I'm the only one on this stage that fought to give people a GST holiday. Interestingly, while the GST holiday helps working class folks, middle class folks by taking off the GST off essentials, the Conservatives under Pierre Poilievre voted against that. They oppose the idea of giving people, actual folks that need help, a tax break, and would rather give millionaires a tax break, which shows you whose side he's on, which is not surprising. But what is surprising is that Mr. Carney also said that giving people a break on their GST is a bad idea. Mr. Carney, why do you think giving a tax break to capital gains folks that earn more than $1 million is a good idea, but helping a family afford their groceries, helping people afford their bills for their internet, their cell phone, their home heating, giving them relief to take the GST off of those is a bad idea?
So yeah, let's talk about consumption taxes. And if you're not aware, GST is a consumption tax brought in by Conservative Prime Minister Brian Mulroney. It's not a tax that you pay on money that you earn, like income tax. It's not a tax on money that you hoard. That would be a wealth tax, and those don't really exist anywhere that I know about because shadowy individuals in the night are much cheaper than the rich paying their share. The rich love consumption taxes, and they love paying libertarians to talk about them. Why? Let's think about a meal at a restaurant. If you go out, you pay what, 20, maybe 30 bucks these days, maybe 50 or more if it's like a really nice place. A rich person, even if they go to a super nice restaurant, they're probably not paying much more than like 5 times as much as you, probably less. Their groceries probably also don't cost even 5 times as much as yours, but their income? Oh, it's a hell of a lot more than 5 times what yours is. It's a lot more than 10 times or 20 times. And you got to keep in mind, Canada has an inappropriate number of billionaires, and they stay rich because they don't spend most of their money. Their assets keep appreciating, but that's never taxed unless sold. And if they do sell or they withdraw their dividends that they were paid out, they still pay less tax than you or I would pay for income from our jobs. The rationale is that capital gains, by which I mean money that is made by owning things rather than working, comes with a greater risk. So we reward rich people for gambling their money with lower taxes. But is there truly that much risk if the rich keep managing to get richer and richer and richer? So why isn't Carney following through on the planned raising of the capital gains tax? I think the rationale is that he's hoping to spur private investment in his plans to make Canada more self-sufficient. And because if you try and tax the rich, you can't announce it in advance. You have to sneak up behind them, put a rag over their mouth until they go unconscious, and then let them wake up in a room with a fan that's in front of a light, and then you stand in the shadows, and as they ask, what's going on? Where am I? You say, Post media can't save you now, Galen. We'll see if Carney's capital gains gambit pays off. I have my doubts, but I do hope he proves me wrong. Otherwise, I've got a rag and a fan and a light that he can borrow if need be.